Terrain Gaming Can playing Disco Elysium, and I get the feeling this will be our last episode. Do you reckon that we can talk to everyone? No. Okay, I reckon this will be our last episode. I think we're finally in the last. Now that most of the people have died, we have this one last indication from Clasia. We can't find that. Will it let me teleport? Maybe not. Barbell. Okay. No, it won't. So we'll just walk. That's fine. I wonder if he has anything to say about what. Because he was right close. He should have seen everything.
My man, you're alive. Almost. Kind of. Sort of alive. Man, what a day. I missed out on most of the action, but I heard it was quite the encounter. Had a strong sense of finality to it.
Yes, the finality of the game.
Next? You guys heading back to Jamrock now? Talk is local union muscle were behind it all. I'd reckon the case is closed, even if it kind of turned into a shit show.
Yeah, the case seems kind of done. Gonna check on a few last things. I'm still looking around loose threads to tie up. It wasn't local union muscle, by the way.
Good luck with that, my man. Ain't easy being you, but hey, you're still breathing, right?
Shall we try? We can improve our empathy. I don't know if it's going to make any difference now that we're quite near the end of the game.
In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing, flecks of brown and gold.
Familiar how?
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon. The road continues for miles, flowing together with other roads, turning into causeways or bridges, ending suddenly in dead ends, or ramping up or down highways. It forms a crisscross pattern across the land.
Where does it lead?
Above the Jamrock Quarter, in the form of a raised motorway, and then the never-ending sprawl of Forburg, high above buildings, new and old, the air filled with the rumble of motor engines.
And further?
To the old south, to the farthest outskirts of Revachol, through the checkered fields of farmland, upstream to the river Esperance, past Montmartin, the border approaches.
And what's beyond there?
You cannot see. It's out of the city. Up ahead, the mist blocks all sight. A gale blows across your cheeks. It is cold. Before you stands a tall lorry driver with sad eyes.
What's in the southwest?
Excuse me?
A flinch jolts his frame. The question has touched a nerve.
You can tell me.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
Where the hell's Diora?
Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much, on another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows.
What's it like to miss someone? You know,
What's it
Harry.
like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, cop man? You missing someone?
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
Yeah.
I feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside. But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
I met Ruby.
Okay.
Is it wise to share information about the case like this, sire? The lieutenant throws you a quick glance. What are you doing?
I let her go.
Oof. Good on her. And good on you, too, my man. That's merciful. Downright merciful. You cops keep exercising that muscle, and people will be more willing to cooperate, you know.
He's clearly relieved.
All right. That's enough sharing details about the investigation for one day.
Yeah, just... We're right near the end, Kim. Me as well. I'm gonna put my torch away. Get my ledger of failure and hatred, of course. Okay, that's not what I thought it was. I thought I'd grab this. Ah, cryptozoology. What a waste of time that was. Come on, Harry. There she is.
Yes? What about me?
You won't
Good.
tell me.
Let's...
I thought we were friends now. Can we dress in something less shit? Yeah. Something cool. Normal glasses, please. Got anything normal? Yeah, shades of self-destruction. Fucking cool. Alright, let's do it. Hey, love.
Officer, what happened? You're limping. Why are you limping? You look terrible.
I got shot in the foot. It was pretty bad. You would have liked it. Some people hurt me. I wanted to talk to you about something else about it.
Is this from the shooting in town? We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
You didn't only get shot.
I dodged the second shot. I can also get not shot. You should see the other guys. They're all dead.
So you're a killer. That's good, I guess. Better than being dead.
Most cops are killers. I was killer long before this happened. I'm not a killer, I'm a cop. I was a killer before.
I've always taken you for one, that's for sure.
Wow.
Not a lot of RCM men who aren't killers.
And I dodged the shot.
Well, good for you. Of course. Can I help you with something?
We're gonna need to go to the island.
That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
2 days of sunshine. I just got a bacterial infection. What does that mean?
If you promise to bring it back, and no scraping the hull, I just got it nice and yellow.
I
And
quite
no
want to
drinking
shag
on
her,
the
so I'm not
boat.
going to tell her about
And
bacterial
no
infection.
joyriding either.
Of course, ma'am. It's only for a day or two. Official police business.
Aye.
Nod along attentively. What if I want to rock?
See, that makes me not want to lend you my skiff. On a boat, rocking leads to capsizing. That there is an absolutely 100% rock-free skiff. You got that?
What's on the island? I saw some kind of ruins.
Used to be some kind of fortification there before the war. For the communards. An anti-aircraft gun, I think. Bombed to bits in the landing. I haven't been there myself. Always steered clear of it.
Hasn't been there herself. Who has then?
And who has, if not
My
you?
husband used to drink there. Him and his drinking buddies. Always seemed like a bad place to drink to me. People died there during the landing, you know. My mother told me.
This must be one of the many fortifications that was used in the dying days of the revolution against coalition forces before they took this city.
The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do, on rafts. I tell them not to, but they bring back old bullet casings and such.
Which, your 3 million kids?
Twins. God forbid they bring the girl along on some rickety barge.
Can we maybe ask your twins about that place before we go? Would that be alright?
Be my guest. They've a strange way of talking. See if you can get anything useful out of them. I seldom do.
Is there anything I should know about getting there?
Well, most of it's sunken. Underwater. That means concrete underwater. Cut your boat if you're not careful. Be sure to enter from the south side. Water's deep there.
Thank you.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
I'll give you some money. I've got 19 quid.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
So you've been to the island, right?
And that iron.
Yes, that one. I need to know what's there.
Nothing. It's just a seafort and some plants. You can take a raft there. It's great. And we make a fire. We make a fire. Gather the sticks for the fire and bullets. Or not real bullets, empty bullets.
The casing.
Bullet shells. There are a lot of them left over from the war, but this could be important.
You mean the shells?
I don't know what these are.
What
They're
then?
lights. The fire guy comes and asks us to put the fire out.
Your nerve endings sting from the mention of a guy. They must mean a human being on that island, but
Someone
it's
lives
cut
on
off.
the island?
No. Yes.
Let's go with yes.
Who is this fire guy?
Because he asks to put the fire out.
Why does he ask you to put the fire out?
I don't know. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like people to be there. You shouldn't go. Yes.
You mentioned something about lights.
I don't know.
Did you mean there are electrical lights?
Yes.
Is there anything else you can tell me about this guy? What's his age? Does he live there?
No, he doesn't live there. I don't think. No, he lives there. Been there twice, 2 times. He doesn't live there. He isn't there sometimes.
Anything else? What does this guy look like?
I don't know.
How come?
We ran. He just yelled we shouldn't be there.
And your father used to go there, didn't
Our
he?
father killed himself. Don't say that, he didn't.
A dull pain flashes through your mind.
He didn't.
I don't know. Doesn't even have anything to do with this, you. Father isn't the fire guy.
The two things are unconnected. Your question didn't make sense.
No. Is that all you know? Is there anything more you can tell me about the island? There's a what?
Lights, fire guy. We should check up on that island.
Come on then, lad.
Be
Kimberly.
careful out there. Sea's calm as death.
So, where's your boat? Here we go.
A skiff with a small steering engine in the back floats on the calm mirror of the sea. Its 2 seats are empty. The boat's belly is a shiny yellow color, industrial paint over fresh tar. You see it reflect off the water, along with the factory number, A72. Once you get in, that's it. One pull of the starter handle, and you're off into the bay. A strange trepidation comes over you. Are you sure you want to go now? Have you made all the necessary preparations? Closed all your accounts? Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this.
You take the engine cam, I'll hold the boombox. Get in and run.
What?
What? How else do we blast Sad FM?
Fine. Let's blast Sad FM then.
I'll
Sad
fucking look
FM
him.
is a radio station specializing in sad, slow rock songs. You seem to know its frequency by heart.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's finish this. Oh, he actually got the boot box out. For fuck's sake, Harry, you fucking spaz. If I can feel Harry in my soul, he is my future.
Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever. Eternally. Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever.
Cool music. There's a church. Kinda gave up on those missions. Because I couldn't make egg. I couldn't understand what you were saying. That's where the piano music comes from. Gorgeous music. What a game. Honestly, incredible game.
Want to be free. Eternally.
The boat comes to a slow stop. The lieutenant turns the engine off. Then there's silence. In the silence, a sputter of wings. A flock of quails takes off in the distance. There is very little wind here today. The ghost is standing still. You look at your arms, then the cliffs above you. Let's go.
But I want to listen to that music some more. It's cool.
The chain trails off into the ocean, connecting the island to the supply depot on the coast.
This leads to the depot in Lantern.
Ah, yes, so it seems.
What do you think it was used
For
for?
bringing munitions to the island, maybe? And supplies? You could also lock the bay when you raise the chain.
As a defensive measure, lock it off that side of the bay.
But lock it from who?
From enemies. Enemies of the commune of Revachol. This sea fort was a revolutionary fortification, I believe.
These times are 50 years old. Great music. What do you think? These stairs feel ancient. Soldiers' feet ran up them long ago. Some fuel asleep in the barrel. Black. Viscous. With lingering traces of mazout in them.
The dry grass crackles under your feet as you stop. Far away, birds' wings touch the still surface of the sea.
What is that flutter?
The flock of quail departs, now more than 100 meters away, 102, 105.
And underneath the flutter?
On the islet, there is almost no wind, just the light movement of air through the reeds. Bulrushes swaying on the waterline, long dried leaves chafing against each other, like a silent orchestra tuning at the beginning of some major work. Of great importance to the few who attend.
To the west.
A silent hiss, sea air moving through the needles of a pine tree.
To the east.
The faraway roar of the city, distant like today's dream. Before it, the sound of sand, the low tide filtered through its grains, a bird tending to its feathers.
What's ahead?
A low hum. The air slowly moves through a concrete box, through its ancient slits and cracks, resonating, hollow, a big building.
Beyond that, further north.
Air flows out of a pillbox window. There is very little there. The air cossets flowers on a meadow. Absolute silence. Reeds motionless. Bulrushes motionless.
And below the silence.
Col de Mamadakwa. We are way out now. Way out in the west. No, it's just your imagination. You can't hear such things.
Kim,
Yes,
it's pretty silent on this island.
it is. Is that why we are stopping?
Wait, if I listen to one more thing,
The lieutenant nods in silence.
I'll stop listening. Warm air from the inside of the building. It's warmer there than out here. The barrel says ICM. We see a star with little specks in it. Nowhere to get over there. Stairs are. Little birch from the coin operated viewer. Still holding on. Here we go. Oh,
ICM? This feels familiar somehow.
Kim, what is ICM?
Insulindian Citizens Militia. It's the official name of the Communards Army, the black and white army of the revolution.
Sounds an awful lot like.
Sounds like RCM. Revolutionary Citizens Militia.
It does.
Why?
The RCM may descend from the ICM.
You mean May?
It's impossible to say. It was chaos after the war. The name was good for getting people to join us. Revachol West was mostly workers and criminals.
Nice political thoughts rush through your neocortex. A mediocre athlete would pant from dragging around his body on a busted crutch. But not you. You're thinking about politics, with blood dripping down your thigh.
What I'm hearing is we descend from the glorious revolutionary army. It's a little embarrassing in 51 now. Maybe we should rebrand. ICM sounds like ICP, very close to international collaboration, please. Nice and normal that way. I just want to be in a normal right-wing police force. That's all I want.
There were all sorts of groups and groupuscules back then. It doesn't really matter.
A white star.
No, an upside-down star.
With
Oh?
its horns in the sky. The symbol of the commune.
And those specks, are those speck stars
No,
too?
that's the uninhabited archipelago.
A DeLorean-era symbol of Insulinda, known as the face in the sea.
Looks old. What's it still doing here?
After 44 years? That's not nearly enough to hide what happened here, Lieutenant Gefreiter. One of these barrels was still leaking fuel, as you saw. The city is full of things like this. Old bullets, guns, fuel.
I like that he calls me Lieutenant Efrita. He gives me the respect I deserve as the superstar cop that I am. This was once an armaments rest. Twin cannons were attached here, medium distance, large caliber. Careful, these stairs have collapsed. Oh! I cannot get down there. Okay, what's this?
An old cylindrical generator is nested above the ammo lift, with makeshift electrical wiring running out of its side and across the floor. The cables disappear into the wall to your right. The lieutenant puts his hand on the metal barrel, checking for warmth.
It's cold now, but someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
Let's pour fuel into the
The
tank.
lieutenant assists you, holding the canister up to the fuel tank as you tilt. Dark brown, viscous fluid pours out, and the room fills with a chemical smell. There's a red starter switch on the side of the cylinder and a start rope on the other side. The lieutenant flicks the switch.
Let's pull the
The
rope.
recoil start wakes the old generator up. The machine sputters like an old warhorse before settling down to a rattle.
That should do it.
Where do these wires lead?
Downstairs, somewhere.
Let's tap on the
The
side.
tank is far from full, but there should be enough inside to keep it going for a day.
Alright. Some books. Dish is stained with sauce and fire. Survivor's kitchen.
Books and magazines lie scattered on the floor and on a makeshift cupboard. They are not particularly well organized.
Let's have a look.
Most are soft covers, serialized fantastique and detective stories from the 20s and 30s. This disparate digest includes the classic Animal Adventures, popular depictions of man versus nature by amateur naturalists T&T Harpin, husband and wife. Widely read by people from all walks of life. Who doesn't like nature? Who doesn't want to survive? Among
Me.
what is mostly commercial fiction and serialized stories, you find a magazine cathodique for electrical engineering. Then it's back to pulp. Light erotica, an international thriller about circuit benders.
Someone's made themselves a home.
Does anything stand out as unusual?
Not that you can tell. This is a digest of someone who's dead bored. Most of it, maybe it's, The print in some of these is
I failed. We need some conceptualizing clothes. Oh yeah.
soft covers, serialized fantastique, and detective.
I don't have. What? That looks like Harry. That picture.
You see a small metal door nested inside a larger one, a heavy steel blast door. There is a conventional keyhole above the handle. It's very small.
What's on the other
Another
side?
part of the island, probably. The lock looks like it could still be usable.
How do we open this?
Maybe this is one of the doors we don't open?
I find us not opening highly unlikely.
Alright, I retract my statement. It was naive. Let's look.
Alright, we will open this door. We need to take some drugs. Come on, Harry, my love. Let's get wicked. Magnesium. You can take some magnesium. I'm gonna take something. Some speed. Yeah. Take this other thing too. That's my boy. Yeah, whatever.
Soft covers, cereal.
Oh, okay. Okay. We took double drugs. Let's take this. Do we have any booze? Yay.
Soft covers, serialized, fantastic.
Did not work. You got anything else? No booze. Yeah. Take some booze. It won't let me! Where's you taking enough booze?
There's a greasy old spring mattress in the corner, resting on piles of soft cover books. White linen and a pillow are visible under a worn-out caracol blanket.
Someone has been squatting here. The linen is fresh, recently washed.
How
You
recently?
force the rest of the sentence out through pain, thick as molasses, no longer able to hear yourself speak.
You know, officer, you can rest here if you are feeling tired. I will keep watch. You could use some rest for what's ahead.
Okay.
You face the concrete wall. There's less light there, in the dark corner. Like a dog, you lie there. You didn't realize how tired you were. Your body is still nowhere near healed.
Let's curl up with our knees close to our chest.
The blanket feels cold. The entire room does. Concrete and cold. Minutes pass. Half an hour maybe. The sounds of the sea beyond grow distant. Your eyelids close until you feel yourself standing up in the darkness, right next to the mattress. Slowly, the world begins to hatch from the blackness. It's evening.
Oh, we sped up time.
Sleep.
Ain't going to talk to you, Harry. Gonna tell you you're gonna die. You can listen to me, Harry. Oh, I think you're a piece of shit. Oh, no, I'm fine. You're at my Harry-lizzle. Harinator. My darling, my lover, my sweet. Where's Kim? He woke up with the fucking ball of booze in his hand, of course. Hazel? Oh. Lieutenant is no longer here. Go outside to the beach. This is so weird. The door is still closed. Where is Kim? This is a weird camera angle. Makes me feel unsettled. How do I get out? Oh. Yeah, but I can't remember how I got in here. I can't press anything. Did I come in this way? It's this way. Harry? What's going on? How do I get out? Oh yeah, that's it. Go down the chains and so weird not having my controls. Kim? Where's Kim? Can I go up here? See if
Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state turns around to face you. She has an airship airbag in her hand. She seems to be in a hurry.
Okay, don't say you need to talk right away. Melt the ice first. This way you're already talking.
But you don't even want to talk to her. She would only be cold and mean. Let her go. Let her go. This is the holy queen of the territories of Muindi and Insulinda. Think of the historic knowledge we could glean. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win her back. Win her back? How does that fit in here? And what is the Holy Suzerain doing here anyway?
where are you going?
I'm going to Morova. To live there, in Grad. It's 1 million kilometers away, Harry. Might as well be another lifetime. Hey,
That's all I get.
I mean, hey to you too?
What are you doing?
I'm doing really good, actually. Both professionally and romantically.
It's his wife.
I've come to a fulfilling and peaceful period in my life. Well, how are you doing, Harry?
I'm dying. I'm in flat tower. Blood is dripping from my chest.
God, Harry. You have to take care of yourself. You're not a young man anymore. If you keep going like this, you'll...
Desperation is gearing up. This is everything I always warned you about.
Something's
I'm
off.
sorry. I was heading to the aerodrome. I just don't have time to...
She means she doesn't have time to tend to your emotions.
You don't have time to tend to my emotions.
She sighs and looks over her shoulder.
What are you doing? Stop saying things like that.
What's in the bag?
Just my scepter, my globe cruciger, a spare silk gown, a toothbrush, travel documents, the crown of immortality.
Crown of immortality? Aren't you already wearing
Oh,
one?
this is just a wreath. The crown of immortality is made of rarefied light, mana and raw palladium. It was passed on to me by the rulers of late antiquity.
She looks at the suitcase, not knowing what more to say. Then, over her shoulder, silence. Her nuptial gown flows in the wind, wraps around her holy body.
Anyway,
Your skin is holy and soft.
no, Harry. It's just regular skin. I'm not as beautiful as you always thought I was. Let's not get into...
You are. None of the others are as beautiful as you.
She does not answer. There's that expression again.
It's his wife.
You have to say something.
All the stars burn in absolute silence. Have you ever realised?
The poetry thing is not going to help. It's only going to make things worse. I really have to go. I don't even know how you got here.
I'm sorry. I'm foam. All I can do is foam. It's meaningless.
Can you stay for a moment? We need to talk. We need to have one more massive epic showdown.
No, Harry. No. I don't want a massive epic showdown. I want to go to the aerodrome. I have tickets for the 10:20 flight to Morova. Really, we don't have anything to talk about anymore. Every combination of words has been played out. The atoms don't form us anymore. Us. Our love. Our unborn daughters. It's all gone. I have to go to the aerodrome. I have to leave Revachol and you. And you have to be alone. In hell. Forever. That's just the way it is.
Oh God, whatever you do, don't try to kiss her yet. Not after that. You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try now.
I don't know what you mean. Dolores Day.
You're the X something. You're the morning.
The morning? I don't understand.
No, I meant morning. I'm grieving, but you're not.
Oh my
even
God,
there.
Harry, stop. I don't want to hear anything about the morning. Mourning someone who's still alive. Any of that. I can't do that anymore. I'm not 80 years old, I'm 32. People my age are not supposed to mourn.
I've heard you before. Your voice on the phone.
Oh, Harry, you shouldn't have done that.
Do
Call
what?
me like that.
You ruined it. There was still a chance. You should have waited longer. She would have called you instead.
You know, you would have called me yourself. If I just let you, I was too impatient. It wasn't me, it was my hand. My fingers called you.
Oh, Harry, do you really think so? We haven't talked in years. I don't want to call you. I don't want to hear from you. I think of you less and less every year. Weeks go by without me remembering you. Months already.
Oh,
Soon it will be years. Every season that passes, the light gets less clear. I sit there in Morova, in the holy gratitude of my bliss. I put my hand on my belly and smile.
The air gets cold around you. She looks down on her stomach, then up at you. Her eyes are full of tremendous distance and mystery.
she's so moved on.
The death blow is coming. Black-eyed dogs wander the alleys. Apple trees hang their bony limbs low over the patchwork of roofs. Red and black. Revachol West, the evening sun. She's left and bloomed, far away from us, our vast soul.
And your name?
It's Dora. That's what the voice said on the phone.
Dora's short for Dolores.
Dubois, yes. Dora Dubois.
That's why I think Dolores Day. Are you Dora Dubois?
Oh no. We're not doing that again.
That was not the death blow yet. You saved yourself. For now.
They're
Keep
engaged.
stumbling around, and it will happen.
You're the
Wasn't I
X
Dolores
something.
Day just a second ago? Now I'm the X thing? You're confusing me. Look, I have to be at the Lausanne Aerodrome at 10:20 p.m. I still have a light rail to catch. I haven't even bought the tickets yet.
We all told you. Everyone warned you.
Everyone?
Everyone. Literally all of you.
I should have stayed down. I should have gone deeper to a place where I never met you, because it's possible to meet people in the abyss of the void. I'm glad we're having this conversation. I'm getting so much closer.
I'm glad too, but I have to go. My friends are waiting for me on the platform. I can't let them wait. It's impolite.
Call your friends, say hi to your friends. This is so grotesque.
It is. Useless.
1,000 times you beat an animal. 1,000 times you've raised that fabric. What is underneath has always calmed you, centered you, made you sane. In your mind, you could still climb inside her bed, still the only man.
On second thought, you are Dolores Day, Queen Regnant, the territories of Mundi and Insulindi. Anything else?
Yes, Harry. I am. Things have gotten much better for me, now that I am the ruler of the known world. Oh God, it's already so late. I have to go, Harry.
Poor
A
bloke.
tiny golden watch with red straps around her bony little wrists.
Let's kiss her. We failed. %, and we failed.
Your feet still tremble from the steps you took, as if over an enormous distance, standing against her. Her body close to you, radiating warm. With your eyes closed, you move your lips on her mouth. She is not kissing you back. This was not about failure or success. This was always going to be horror. I should not have suggested it, and you should not have listened to me.
I feel her breath.
Her chest rising like a pillow, warm exhalations against the side of your mouth, her tender soul moving through her lungs, hidden, distant, kept safe from you.
Her cheek against mine.
Feels like soft fuzz, a bird covered in down feathers, brushing against your broken capillaries. The world's most precious material, reserved for those she lets close enough to feel it. You are
Cold.
stealing a touch. It's not yours to take.
Cold shiver against my
The
forehead.
delicate wreath on her forehead pressing into your temple. The silver is cold from the spring evening air.
Squeeze her wrist.
Her hand does not return the grip. Her body is rigid. A current of unease courses through it. Distrust. For you. The curve of her spine. Her shoulders hunched. She keeps herself stiff. Her center guarded from your motions. Unresponsive to your guidance.
Move your
Nothing, just pillows against you. Unresponsive, but for the taste of apricots.
You're not kissing me back.
The moment is ending. She is going to move her face away from yours.
It's really sad. Look at my fucking stupid sunglasses. Oh, Harry.
Trying hard not to look at you. When she withdrew and you held on to her hand, she tried not to look at your face and see the expression there. Brother, you should put me in front of a firing squad. I have no words for how I failed you.
You didn't kiss me back.
She breathes out heavily, as if something painful has passed through her, and shakes her head.
Thought you would. I know you still love me.
She shakes her head one more time. The evening wind rustles her hair, blowing old newspapers and fast food wrappings down the street.
Why didn't you kiss him back?
Why did you do that to yourself? You know I don't cheat, Harry. I never cheated on you.
So she's with someone else. So that's it then.
No, Harry. Not yet. There is one more thing you have to see. I'm pregnant.
Is it mine?
Of course not. I terminated yours. Don't you remember? You poor fuck. Poverty-stricken fuck.
What?
Now, go ahead. Ask me more questions. Let's talk about something else.
No, this has to end. Do the last one. More questions. Ask more.
a very good way for things to be.
It's not. But
what?
I don't know why I said but. That's it, yes. We've talked about it a million times. You will get over it, just like I did. People do. Things will get good for you again.
Where in? Stop. You're only making it worse for him. You never help with anything.
You're right, I don't even remember who you are. Maybe think I've reached the end of the investigation.
It just takes some time.
She's
For
horrible.
you, I think it'll take something like 20 years, maybe. It was hard for me too. I used to think I couldn't live without you. But I can.
She keeps her shoulders squared and her back straight, but it's clear you're still making her sad.
It doesn't have to be like this. We can try again.
No, Harry. We can't. We already
Why?
tried again, and it didn't work.
Is that how it is now? We should just try all good things twice and then give up. By that logic, not you too.
What went wrong when we tried again? I can do better.
I don't know. Please.
Why can't we
Harry.
be together?
We can't be together because you're insane.
She avoids
What?
turning them to you.
How?
They're turning moist now. Her eyes. She slowly
What do you
know
mean
what I
insane? Everyone gets a little
down. You've worked there for so long, you can't even talk like a normal person anymore. It's always lists with you. Questions.
Questions? Did someone say questions?
I don't have lists.
This is another list, isn't it?
It's absolutely
In
normal.
descending order, usually. It's best to do them like that.
It's not just the lists. You get sad, Harry. Too sad. People can't get that sad. It's impossible to watch. Other people get sad too, but not like you. You stay down for too long. You only communicated with encyclopedic trivia. I was so alone. In conclusion, you're ill. You're an old, insane man. And you have to be in hell until the end of your life. And I have to go to Morova.
But you said a vast soul, and you will always come back to
We
it.
both said a lot of things. We were very young.
It was her. I can feel it. I can see it in her tender, long fingers, in her wrists. Her hand wrote it, said those things.
Actually, you didn't say it. You wrote it in a letter, a handwritten letter. I kept it in my paper.
As Queen Regnant, I write a lot of letters.
You need to recite it to her, for effect. All of it. No, yeah. Put a stake through your heart. She won't get hurt. She'll bend out of the way.
I have it right here. Let me refresh your memory. Let's take a trip down memory lane.
Please, Harry. I just don't have time for this.
Take out the letter. Every morning when I step out here, every step I take it grows until by the time I reach the fuel station it's filled me completely. I step on the light rail and look back. Something bow collector. I know it will be like this until I walk back to you. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It's almost like makes me run. Sometimes I do. Can't believe I met you. Can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul. Will always come back.
Okay, stop. Yes. Are you happy now?
No, I'm not happy.
Then why are you doing this?
There's more. Kisses, kisses,
Very well.
kisses.
I wrote it. It was morning. You slept. There was hoarfrost on the ground when I left, on Voyager Road. It was autumn. The first autumn. But Harry, please understand, it was 1,000,000 years ago. No, It was 100 million years ago. I was someone else then, filled to the brim with love for you, hanging on your every word. Oh, Harry, you were the coolest. But I am no longer that person. This has taken her place. It will devour you. Harry, I will eat your mind.
The light of the video rental shines through her dress now. A DeLorean figure, cut in black, moves below. It's still her. Her legs, her breasts, her hips.
Where is Voyager Road?
It's here. We are on Voyager Road. At the end of it, 300 meters from the stop. We used to come here to rent videos.
The house.
There. You could not pay the electrical bill. It became a lightless tomb. The years you spent training for the militia, my parents' money, it was not good.
That was cool.
The coolest. With your leather jacket and your boot-cut pants, smoking in the bus stop. I wanted you to be the rest of my life that day. And you were. Some of it, at least. You were my first kiss, my first time to have sex, the first and worst time I fell in love. I will always have that with me, it's a fact. But that is all it is. It's like a ticket stub, Harry. It doesn't do anything anymore.
Ticket
Yes,
stub.
let's talk about that too. Let's bring it up, the zoo. In Le Jardin, the day
garden.
we went east of the river. To the aquarium first. I was sad about my mother. I don't even know why. The shimmer of the fish tank on my face. The octopuses. It was just a day then, but to think. Were we there now, you could touch my hair, kiss me. Talk to me about anything, go virtually anywhere in the world. Not like now. Now our interactions are limited to pain and regret.
Can't you turn back to the person you were? I can see her in you, under the gown and the wreath.
And my crown of immortality? No. You scared her out of me. With your crying, the awful time we wound up having. And the cheap rental flats you could afford. Can't you see? I can never think you're cool again. I can only think that way about new people.
It wouldn't be a cheap rental this time.
I could afford a better place this time. We could try again. This time with money. I can win now.
No, it's too late. I found someone for whom I feel the same love I did for you. Only this time, he is more careful. He will not lose me. It will go somewhere. It will grow.
Your heart burns. Through the blackness, you feel the trickle of blood on the mattress below you.
Harry, do you notice how none of this is very funny?
No, this is very funny.
Stop laughing like that, please. It's scary.
There was a bow collector, a light rail, street car.
42. That is the light rail that took me to Coron, to school and work. Every morning. It's the same stop I met you at, Harry. 100,000 million years ago. No human being should still remember the position of atoms such eons ago. It must feel unnaturally sad. A sadness so ancient, it is shared even by archaebacteria.
What now?
Is there really anything left? If not, we can always repeat one of the things we have already talked about. Talk about it again. If you do not feel like doing that, you should let me go to the aerodrome. That
Mass
is
murderer.
very contested by modern historians. Very contested. Plus, you're only saying this because things didn't work out between us. I have to go to the aerodrome now. I don't have time to defend myself from these accusations.
Stop making her angry. She won't start loving you again if you call her a mass murderer.
Seriously.
Would you say you haven't behaved like a mass murderer with me?
You were very bad to me too. We've talked about it like
What's going
7
on?
million times now. I don't want to do that anymore. I am actually very ordinary, Harry. Below this gown and wreath, I have an ordinary soul and ordinary thoughts. The only thing inhuman about me is this. This thing you've made me into. I'm sorry for saying so, but I just hate it. What is this? This is so far gone, Harry. I don't even...
You're not special. No, you are special. You had a glowing lungs.
My lungs do not glow, Harry. I am just like all the others. None of us have glowing lungs. Stop making me into some kind of...
I can forgive that you're pregnant.
Oh, Harry. I don't need you to forgive. It's a good thing for me. It's good news. Why aren't you smiling more?
Because it's
A
not
warm
his.
gust wraps her gown around her waist and between her thighs. All the roads will miss her footsteps when she's gone from here. A completely different world.
Miss you so much.
It'll pass. Everything does.
Don't go.
I have to, Harry. Really, I've already missed the 8:30. I'm gonna go now.
I was wrong. You don't have power over her anymore. You shouldn't have said that. I am wrong about everything. You should go on without me.
Wait, can you sit down and have a coffee first? Hold on. What is there to do in Miroga? But I swore I would let you go. You told me you asked me to be this way.
That was someone else. I betrayed her, overwrote her, and I'm happier for it. And I'm really going now. The time is up. I must be on the 10:20 flight.
No.
Yes,
Will we ever see each other again?
I won't see you, but you will see me.
And how can that
Oh,
be?
Harry, this is a dream. Can't you see? I'm already in Morova by now. Who knows how long ago this happened? A year? 2? 5 years ago?
And how will I see you again?
Right here, tomorrow night. Once this dream starts happening, it keeps happening. 3 times a week, at least. And Harry, it really, really looks like it started happening again. There's the video rental. I'm suffocatingly beautiful. And young. And I smell of tutti frutti chewing gum. Like I did that time when I asked you for forgiveness. After leaving you the first time. So long ago.
But this is intolerably bad.
Oh yes, this is real darkness. It's not death or war or child molestation. Real darkness has love for a face. The first death is in the heart, Harry. See you tomorrow.
This is horrible. Kickback.
You're up quick. How was your sleep?
Let's solve the fucking case. My sleep was deep and invigorating. Actually, it was a total annihilation. Let's comb the entire island centimetre by centimetre. That's the next step in the task chain. Just spit out the blood and get back to work. You badass like that.
Of course. I was just thinking maybe you've torn your stitches. Are you ready to move on? Are you
Solve
sure
the
you're
fucking
okay?
case.
You thrashed around and you bolted up, half covered in blood from your wound.
Actually, it was total
I
annihilation.
did not want to wake you. Perhaps I should have? Was it a job dream?
No, an ex-wife dream.
The lieutenant nods solemnly. I understand. We've all been through similar things. It can be overcome.
Okay.
He's still worried. You must have really thrashed and squealed in your sleep.
It was a fucking horrible dream.
Soft covers, serialized fantastique and detective stories, animal adventures, a magazine for electrical engineering, and an international thriller. Also, light erotica and some historical novels from a century past.
Hey, well, I upgraded and it still didn't
Soft
count.
covers, serialized oh yes, under the bed, there is a rather extensive collection of critical theory, that is, dour, life non-affirming left-wing literature, published by small imprints such as Abattoir Firm and Ouzia. It's not exactly like reading.
Powerful communist theory.
Ouzia. I agree. Humanitarian sciences. It stands out. Not a lot of critical theory around in Ravachol West.
Your incendiary remark has failed to provoke him. Wasn't there some in the communist student's room?
A student in the apartment building seemed to have some as well.
Well, yes. That one student did.
The little books seem inconsequential next to the big pile of frivolous entertainment covering them.
Critical theory books. What do you make of
Whoever
this?
has lived here, they have some education and a certain set of interests.
Interesting.
Well, it wasn't worth me fucking using up my skill on that.
The heavy metal door stands.
How do I open the heavy metal door? Look at Kim leading the way.
Green paint flecks off the monoblock aluminium cabinet. There are rows of switches on the front panel, a frequency band, and even a keyboard. The keys rattle like teeth. This keyboard hasn't been functional in decades.
What is this?
The console of an antique computation device. The generator upstairs, with wires coming out. They terminate here.
Could this open the blast door?
I think, yes. Let's see. That one. The emergency open.
Let's do
The
it.
blast door opens with a series of clicks. A shaft of light appears, then widens as the light shines in.
After you.
What's in there?
I don't know.
A thin wisp of smoke rises from a charred black fire pit. The wind picks up, then dies down again.
What if there's another fire?
Don't worry. I have a gun.
I also
know.
have a gun.
It was not easy to acquire.
Let's go.